Ella acérquese, vete lado.
The two coming towards you right now, demonstrating all their dexterity, are two females. We have Aaliyah, who's 15 years old. She's in the pool with her cow. And then we have Shuka, who's 25 years old. And then here comes Amaya. Amaya is Aaliyah's baby. She's our youngest, at 3 years of age.
How deep is the pool?
The pool is 30 feet deep.
Wow!
So we are cleaning the bay every day.
They kill whales. I don't know.
If you and your family are interested in getting up close with any of the killer whales, we do have those opportunities now here at SeaWorld San Diego. You can check with me or you can check with guest services. You can also get up close with belugas, walruses, sea lions, otters. So again, you can check with me or check with anyone in a booth around the park, or of course go to guest services. More activity to demonstrate animal behaviors here in the underwater viewing area. For those of you interested in the next animal presentation, it will be a Dolphin Days presentation at Dolphin Theater. Now open for seating for the 11 o'clock Dolphin Days. These are about 20 minutes long.
When you say it, you're going to take your hands, put it on your hand. There's something you want to know. There's a 50-50 bet. Ready? You'll get 100%. Yeah! So don't look so surprised. Oh, for Pete's sake. Oh my goodness gracious. Look so surprised. Much better when the water splashes in your eyes. I thought you might like to know, here we go, about the eminent. Alright, if you like your camera or your dress, don't let the salt water make it all a mess. Stay drier, move a little bit higher. Alright everybody, that was great. Everybody knows their part now. We're ready to rock this. Now, if I had to judge that first time through who the loudest section was, who do you think it was? What do you think? You're right. It was the wet group over here. They were the loudest. Good job, you guys. If you like your camera or your dress, don't let the salt water make it all a mess. Stay drier. Move a little bit higher. At the tone, the time will be 1 minute to showtime, which means it's time to go double time. Beep. When you're sitting in the first 10 rows, there's something you want to know. There's a 50-50 bet. You'll get 100%. Yeah, so don't look so surprised when the water splashes in your eyes. I thought you might like to know it's time for the highlight of our tour. Welcome to Dolphin Days.
Home to 16 bottlenose dolphins, ranging in age from 3 all the way to 38 years old. We love to care for these animals and celebrate each and every day with them. Are you ready to meet them? You guys, we're going to have to do better than that. Are you ready to meet these amazing animals? Coming up first, you guys, she is the oldest of 3 sisters. She's coming out here with one of her best friends to get a quick peek at all of you. Out of the glass, we have got Corona and Sana. Next up, she's going to be turning 10 years old later on this November. Coming out to give you a big wave hello is Coco. And finally, she is one of our highest jumping dolphins. She's going to be making her way to the center of the pool at over 500 pounds. Focus your cameras to the center of the pool. This is Beaker. And of course, we can't forget about the dedicated trainers who care for these animals every day. Please welcome Jen, Gavin, Stephanie, Wendy, and my name is Casey. Ladies and gentlemen, these animals have a lot of energy and they love to have fun. So let's watch as they show us how they celebrate life.
My
great big wave down here by the glass to your left. Go and wave on back if you guys can see me. Hi guys! Thanks for joining us today on this gorgeous day. Well, I just want to tell you a little bit about myself. From a young age, I knew that working with and rescuing animals was a big passion of mine. And for as long as I can remember, I was helping rescue all the animals we found in our neighborhood. And that included cats and dogs and squirrels and opossums. And then one day my mom saw my love for these animals and she actually surprised me with a trip to SeaWorld. And I came and sat in this very same stadium for the first time. And I sat in this row right here and I have this amazing picture of me getting soaking wet by these amazing animals. And I know, looking back on that picture today, that was the moment that inspired me to work with these animals. I came here year after year and I learned that SeaWorld is a world leader in rescue and rehabilitation. So for me, when I grew up, this was an absolutely perfect fit. And throughout that career here, I've been here about 6 years and I've had the opportunity to work with many different animals. But right now, there's a few that are very near and dear to my heart. Now you guys met them all a little bit earlier, but right there with Gavin slipping in that stage is Zana, and she is my favorite dolphin here. She's actually the very first dolphin that I got to train, I got to get in the water with, I got to learn about dolphins. And it's a very special, amazing experience. And what you guys are getting to watch is what we call a relationship building session. And now what that could mean is we just hang out with them. We can hang out on stage right now, they're in the water just kind of rubbing them down. You can hear all the squeaks and squeals that they're making. And they're just having a good time out there. We're getting to learn all about them, they're learning about all about us. And it's just a great way to build that relationship with them. You guys hear them out there? They're so cute. Well, these animals are amazing animal ambassadors for SeaWorld, and there's a reason why Jacob here, they get to have that up-close interaction with a bottlenose dolphin. Hi, bud. Over here. You ready to meet a dolphin? Yeah? Well, you're in luck. You get to meet my favorite dolphin, Zana. And what we're going to do is we're going to have you start out by saying hi to her. Sound good? Put your hands up in the air and give her a great big wave. Good job! Well, why don't we go ahead and give her some of her favorite things? How about a nice juicy capelin? Good job. All right, I'm going to ask her up here. I'm going to have you do a couple different vocals with her, so go ahead and touch her right on top of her head like that. And we'll have you do another vocal, put your fingers up in the air like this, and bounce them up and down. Good job! Now she also loves to play some fun games, and she also likes to combo different behaviors, so we're going to do a couple different things. So go ahead and come on down here with me. You're going to ask that same behavior, bounce your fingers up and down, and then spin in a circle. It's so fun. Alright, go ahead and come on up here. We'll give her a couple more fish. Go ahead and take the capelin, one of each hand. Toss it into her mouth there. You notice all those nice pretty teeth that she actually swallows her food whole. One more. Good job. Now go ahead and smell your hands for me. Oh, they smell great, right? Well, you can do what we do here as trainers. And go ahead and put your hands together like this. Rub them nice and long and get them really warm. And then wipe them off on your shirt. Oh, it's gonna be a great ride home, huh? Well, why don't you go ahead and reach on over the glass and you can go ahead and give Zana a great big rub down on her back right here. What does she feel like too? Slimy? That's a good description. Now stop there and let you know a little bit of secrets. Dolphin's actually a little bit ticklish. You want to tickle her? You tickle her right between your legs. Good job, Zana. Well, she's going to say one last goodbye to you, so go ahead and come on down here. Now, she's going to say goodbye with her tail flips. That sound good? So why don't you go ahead and turn around, give everyone a great big wave, set up for a nice picture. Everyone give it up for Jacob and Zana. Oh my gosh! I had no idea that was going to happen! Good job, Mikey. Well, come on back down here. You got really wet, but hopefully you enjoy that for the rest of the day. It's going to be a nice warm day. And I have this necklace for you here. And my hope is that it inspired your generation like I was when I was a little kid to care for these animals and the oceans that surround us. Does that sound good? All right, everyone give it up for Jacob here. Back to you, Casey. Thanks, Tammy. All right, folks, you've met some of our dolphins, but there's another animal who calls Dolphin Amphitheater home. It's time to meet our short-fin pilot whales. Pilot whales are found throughout our global ocean and are close relatives relatives to both dolphins and orcas. We're home to two pilot whales here, Shadow and Argo. Now Shadow, you guys, is 38 years old. Because of her polite and patient personality, she's earned the affectionate nickname of the trainer of trainers. When you're new to the area and you start working with pilot whales, you're going to learn with Shadow first. Not only does she enjoy spending time with her trainers, but she also spends time with her dolphin friends and Argo, who is our other pilot whale. Now Argo is 18 years old and he has a very special story because he was actually found stranded on a beach in Japan. Thankfully, they were able to rescue Argo. They eat between 60 and 100 pounds of fish and squid every day. And that's in order for them to maintain between a 2,000 and 5,000 pound body. Our pilot whales here in San Diego are both just about 2,000 pounds. Now, pilot whales, you guys, love a playtime. They always seem to enjoy it, so we want them to be able to relate to us and vice versa. For those of you sitting in the soak zone, you need to move a little bit higher. Now a few of you are a little bit nervous, aren't you? Yeah. All right, our water, you guys, is 65 degrees, which means it's not terribly warm, but on a wonderful sunny day like today, it's gonna feel really great. You guys, it looks like our dolphins are not done showing off. So we're gonna move on and have them show us what they're truly capable of. We're home to 16 dolphins, and it looks like the gang is all here. So let's live it up because the world is ours.
From the sky to the sea, to the air that we breathe, from the depths of the earth to the stars. Light the world,
the show.
Oh my gosh, Biff, I never even thought about that. That's a great idea. Have you seen him?
Well, I haven't seen him.
I haven't seen him. Have you seen him? No.
Okay.
No, you hang up. Yeah, I hung up first last time. Well, I love you. Yes, I do. Yeah, I'm on the phone with my girl. What's up?
Hang up the phone when you tell us the show. Go get ready.
I get to host the show? Mom, I gotta call you back.
Are you guys ready? Hey, it's showtime. Don't touch that dial. We'll be right back. Look, in the sky. It's a squid. It's a crane. No, it's Super Seymour. Help! Super Seymour, help! The robber stole everything I have. My gold.
I have the gold, and you'll never stop me, Super Seymour.
Oh no, Seymour's the robber.
Quick, get it!
He wet my pants. I'll get you next time, Super Seymour.
Previously on Sea Lion SI.
Detective Brian, this looks like we're gonna Barracuda, the most dangerous criminal in town. That's right. You and I need to search for evidence and find our suspect. This is what I'm thinking. You and I are going to separate, and then we're going to come back together.
Okay. Very nice, my friend. Okay. What do you have to say? Okay. You're right. Something fishy is going on. All right, Clyde, you need to stick close to me. Follow my each and every single move. If you're ready, let's move. Detective, that was an excellent search, but we didn't find any evidence. This is what we need to do. I'm going to search the back of the building. You stay out here to keep your eyes peeled for the Barracuda. Now remember, she is very dangerous. You need to be careful. But hello, Clyde, it's me, the Barracuda. Thank you. What are you doing out here all alone? Don't you know it'd be dangerous? Someone could sneak up behind you and choke you! Barracuda, I caught you about to choke my partner Clyde. No, I wasn't. Yes, you were, wasn't she? You have any idea what happens to barracudas around here? Sure! You spank your sea lions? No, I would never spank a sea lion. I said we spank the barracudas, don't we? Oh, no, anything but that. Plus, Clyde's just being dramatic because all you have to do is touch him gently on the chest. Touch him here. Okay, how about here? No hands? Clyde, that's ridiculous. You're just too much. However, Barracuda, that still does not excuse the fact we know it was you. Confess. Never. Alright, maybe it wasn't you after all. No, it was some other guy.
We'll be right back after these messages.
For refreshment, real refreshment, there's nothing better than a delicious, sparkling, ice-cold soft drink. Remember, your favorite snack will taste especially good with a soft drink.
And now, a very special public service announcement.
Hello. I'm local theme park celebrity Biff. stage shows. Next, two Argentine tango onto the stage. Give it up for Clyde and Chris. Dancing champ soon. But first, welcome back to the stage your finalists, Clyde and Simon!
Oppa Gangnam Style. Gangnam Style. 낮에는 따사로운 인간적인 여자 커피 한 잔에 여유를 아는 품격 있는 여자 밤이 오면 심장이 뜨거워지는 여자 그런 반전 있는 여자 강남스타일 오빤 강남스타일 강남스타일 오빤 강남스타일
Water can damage camera and video equipment. Thank you. Cookies and dreamers. The ocean is what drives us. It's a part of us, and it's time we protect it. We're on a mission to stop an extinction. One dolphin at a time. One coral reef at a time. We do it because we act and inspire others to act. And we have a whole lot of fun doing it. SeaWorld. See it here. Save it there. From park to planet.
Interconnected ocean, a vast blue expanse critical to life on Earth. And there's no better animal to represent the story of the ocean with all its splendor and uncertainty than the killer whale, or as it's scientifically known, the Orcinus orca. The orca lives in every corner of the ocean, from the Arctic to the Atlantic, the Southern to the Indian, to the mighty Pacific and beyond. This whale's story is the ocean's story, and it is one we all share.
Welcome to SeaWorld's Orca Encounter. My name is Mike, and I am honored to introduce to you these intriguing and majestic animals. Seeing a killer whale up close and learning about them and their natural behavior. We hope this Orca Encounter will help you better understand these magnificent creatures and all that they represent.
While they are found in every ocean, orcas living off the coast of Iceland are quite different than those near Costa Rica. In fact, there are at least 10 types or ecotypes of killer whales. An ecotype describes the differences between killer whale size, physical form, prey, social structure, and habitat. As you can see, the differences are subtle, but noticeable when compared side by side. Orcas are adapted perfectly to their environments. And even the whale's black and white coloration has a purpose. It camouflages the outline of their bodies in the water, making it easier for them to surprise and catch their prey. When viewed from above, the black of the whale blends in with the dark depths of the ocean. When viewed from below, the orca's white bellies match the brighter surface of the water, blending with the light above, giving them the perfect camouflage.
Killer whales really are a natural wonder, and Corky is going to help me show you some of their physical characteristics. Her blowhole is perfectly designed for getting a quick breath of air right at the surface. And even the location of her eyes works to her advantage. It looks like they're located in that white eye patch, but that is a visual distraction. Her eyes are actually located underneath the eye patch, camouflaged from thrashing prey. The fin on her back is called a dorsal fin and stabilizes Corky while she swims. Dorsal fins contain no bones or muscles inside them, so sometimes dorsal fins may curve. The flippers on either side of her body are called pectoral flippers and are mainly used for steering and stopping. Pectoral flippers contain 5 bony digits inside them, very similar to a human hand. The lobes on Corky's tail are called flukes. Tail flukes act as a killer whale's engine and can propel them close to 30 miles per hour. They're the fastest and use the most power when propelling their nearly 10,000-pound bodies up and out of the water.
Killer whales are highly social animals with a well-defined social structure. An orcapod is always led by a female. Though just half the size of her male counterpart, she is in charge. It's all about attitude, not size. Because they live and work as a group, orcas need to communicate with sounds and body language. Orcas use clicks for echolocation or navigation. Whistles to socialize in the pod. And calls for group coordination and hunting. Vocal development studies here at SeaWorld show that early on, calves learn vocalization from their mothers. But as they grow, they learn from others close to them as well. This is a bottlenose dolphin call that Shuka learned and even taught other killer whales here at SeaWorld. In fact, orcas are the largest members of the dolphin family. Whales here and in the wild use vocalization to communicate all the time.
Like all animals, killer whales use body language as part of their communication. Pectoral slabs are used to show dominance or just to get noticed. For example, a mother may use a pec slap to get her calf's attention. When they really want to be heard, they breach. Spy hopping is how killer whales coordinate and get a better view of their surroundings while they hunt. Slaps are another form of communication killer whales use in the wild. Killer whales are great communicators, so it's no surprise they're at the top of the ocean's food chain.
Killer whales work together to rear their young, protect their pod, and most importantly, pursue and catch their prey. Every day they cooperate to survive in the wild oceans of the world. The orca's hunting techniques are as varied as the whales themselves. Norwegian killer whales will circle herring, herding them together. The whales use sounds to coordinate with each other and to disorient the herring. With the fish confused and contained, the whales stun them with their powerful tail flukes, making for an easy meal.
Whales in the southern hemisphere will capture sea lions right off the beach. Watch as Ikaika demonstrates the same movement and behavior right here in front of you. Antarctic orcas will actually create waves that knock seals off of floating ice. Ikaika is showing you the same wave-making technique, showing off one of the many impressive hunting abilities killer whales have developed all over the world. Now you just see these waves crashing in front of you, but you can't really imagine how much water is actually displaced until you experience it firsthand. Luckily, we have two very brave volunteers who want to come down and experience the power of the killer whales. What's going on, gentlemen? All right, we're a little flooded already. You didn't need those shoes, right? Okay, good. They'll dry out. All right, they're wearing ponchos. Very smart men. All right, you ready to feel the power of the wave? Okay. It looks like Corky is on her way. Now she weighs about 8,500 pounds. She's about 20 feet long. Did I mention the water is 55 degrees? Okay, well I'm gonna get out of here. Here it comes. How was that? Not too bad, right? Excellent work. Good job, guys. Thanks very much for helping us out. All right, you guys can go ahead and grab a seat. Dry off those shoes, okay? Nicely done. Well, because they're found in every single ocean, it's no surprise that killer whales eat all types of prey, including other whales. The blue whale on the big screen is the largest animal on Earth. It is 5 times larger and 50 times heavier than a whale like Ikaika. So how does a whale that size prey on a whale that size in the wild? It's possible because killer whales are the ultimate team players.
In this example, we see the larger male orcas surround a sperm whale, forming a perimeter, while the females continue to drive the whale forward until it reaches exhaustion. The calves then move in to join the adults in the group. Whatever their prey, killer whales always cooperate and hunt together, making them a highly successful predator.
Play is an important part of everyday life for killer whales. It's how they teach their young to hunt and practice their skills as they grow. Killer whales are always playing, both in the wild and right here at SeaWorld. Is when whales and dolphins swim fast right at the surface, breaking out of the water briefly. You'll see them doing this when surfing a ride, in the wake of a boat, or catching a wave. and will rub their bellies on rocks when they can. Now often here at SeaWorld you will see the whales doing the same type of tactile behavior, just like you would see in the beaches of British Columbia. Whales are also imitating each other constantly in the wild, and we see it here at SeaWorld all the time. Whales are always imitating and mimicking each other. Playful behavior has a purpose. Many of these behaviors you all have seen are used in hunting to stun fish. But today, the killer whales just might be stunning all of you. Every day, which allows us to build trusted relationships in order to provide healthcare, research, and quality of life. Whales here take part in their own health and well-being. If you take a look right up there on the stage, Katie has asked Ikaika to roll over and present his tail flukes. Now this is a very important husbandry procedure that not many people get to see. This is going to allow our veterinarians to come out and take a blood sample from the whales to make sure that everybody is nice and healthy. We can also weigh the whales. We do this at least once a week, as you can see up there on the screen. This is to make sure that the whales are getting the proper nutrition and that the calves are growing properly. We can also ask for a breath sample right from their blowhole. Now, none of these behaviors would be possible if it weren't for the trusted relationships that we have built with them day after day right here at SeaWorld. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce you to a very cool young whale. Here comes Ikaika. Ikaika is 15 years old. He weighs a little over 7,000 pounds. He is around 18 feet long. He's going to be joined by one of his best friends in the entire world, Corky, who you already have met. But believe it or not, she is 53 years old. Ike and Corky can be found spending many of their minutes together here at SeaWorld. They are very, very good buddies. We challenge the whales to engage and stimulate their minds. Diet, exercise, and of course play helps keep all the whales in great shape.
The whales here at SeaWorld have helped killer whales in the wild by participating in many research studies. One ongoing study monitors the whale's heart rate and breathing to understand how marine noise pollution from ship engines and other sources affect wild populations. In another study, scientists from NOAA, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, took measurements of the killer whales living here, including pregnant whales. By comparing these measurements with drone footage of killer whales in the wild, scientists are able to monitor the wild population's nutritional and reproductive states. Other research has been done here at SeaWorld on the mother whale's milk composition. This research will help create an effective model to understand how toxins in the ocean impact wild killer whales and their milk supply. What we learn from the whales in our care every day is actively helping whales in the wild survive. And just by being here today, you've supported our rescue, research, and conservation efforts all around the world. If we work together, like the killer whale, we can protect the future of the Orcinus orca and this beautiful planet that we all share.
Encountered. We hope you learned more about these incredible animals. Have a great rest of your day right here at SeaWorld.